And the shower area is now ready for the pre-slope, but I thought I will cover whatever I have done so far, and also I will cover few things related to conversion, that is from bathtub to walk-in shower. So basically, as you see over here, the entire area has been cleaned up, and I've used 2 by 6 and then 2 by 4 to cover the area, because my plan is that when I'm going to use the liner, I can attach the liner all the way to the edges, so that it is not usually most of the videos you will find that the liners are maybe 4 or 5 inches above the slope or above the floor, but instead of that I will go a little bit more height, like around 8 inches or so on, right? So this is what I have done so far. Then for the curb I've used the 2 by 4, 3 2 by 4s I've used over here, and now the curb area is also good, so no issues with this one. This area is now ready for the pre-slope, but before that I have to first decide where the drain is going to go. Now I will take some time over here to explain what exactly how the setup was. So whosoever is watching this particular part of the video, for them it is going to be useful. So originally here there was a tub. I have removed the tub, and this is the setup of the tub. This is the drain which was attached to the tub, and this one was the overflow pipe. Now if you see, this particular pipe is 1.5 inch, and the entire all the fixtures, all the fittings, all the plumbing, even the P-trap, I don't know whether you could see over here, even the P-trap is also 1.5 inch pipe. But the problem is that nowadays whatever the drain comes, those have the dia of 2 inches. So this one is the 2 inches drain, and most of these are made for the shower or walk-in shower, right? But transitioning from 2 inch to 1.5 inch, I'm going to use the reducer. So I have couple of options. So one option is basically I cut the original pipe over there, just near the just before the P-trap start, add the extender, extend that 1.5 inch pipe all the way over here till this point, then add this P-trap, okay, and then using the reducer connect that drain. So basically everything is going to be in the using the 1.5 inch pipe, except the drain outlet is going to be 2 inches. Now unfortunately I was going through the plumbing code. For the shower the recommended pipe dia should be 2 inches. Now if it is a new constructions, we can always lay down, and if I have the access to this one, I can literally remove the 1.5 inch pipe and go all the way where it can meet the 2 inch pipe. But below this we have the living room, and if I have to do that, I have to tear down all the sheetrock or the roof, and then not roof but the ceiling sheetrock, and then undo all that thing. I know that we never had any kind of issues when we were using the tub to drain out the water using the 1.5 inch pipe. So with that into consideration, I'm not going to change the pipe from 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So that is one thing for sure. I was thinking of using directly the pipe of 1.5 inch, and as I mentioned earlier, just connect this drain to the P-trap using the reducer, and that I will be done. But even I am not going with that option. So what I've decided to use the 2.5 inch P-trap, which will get connected to the drain using the 2.5 inch pipe, something like this. Let me show you. So there will be a small piece of sorry, this will go inside this one. Oh sorry, there will be a 2-inch pipe will go here, so this will get connected. Then this P trap will connect to the 2-inch pipe. Then I will use the reducer. I will cut the 1.5-inch pipe over there. So let me show you. So if you see, I will be cutting over there that portion where the, as far as long as I can go, easily I can cut that part. So I will cut over there, use this reducer to bring the convert that 1.5-inch pipe to 2-inch pipe, bring the drain over here, that is over here. I am going to cut this subfloor also and remove all this entire remove everything, and then I will have the drain over here. So ideally this is not the recommended. It says that you should not reduce from 2 inches to 1.5 inch, and you should change the pipe entirely to entire pipe to 2 inches. But as I mentioned, because of the limitations, I am just going to go with this approach. But if you have an option, I would suggest replace the entire 1.5-inch pipe to 2-inch pipe, and then connect all the fittings. So once this fitting is done, then we are pretty much done basically, and I'm going to be ready for the pre-slope part. But before going for the pre-slope, and you can watch that pre-slope video later on, but as a next part of this particular video. But before that, I will first do all these fittings. I will do the dry fit. I will connect them using the liquid binder, right? The PVC glue, and I'll show you that of course. But we are getting there. So what things are remaining right now? A lot of things are remaining, but first is going to be the pre-slope, then the liner, then we will do the flood test also, or leak test by capturing the water. Then after the liner, then the post slope, which is the final slope, and then we are ready for the tiling, sheetrock, and all those not sheetrock, the cement board and all those kind of things. One of the thing which I made one mistake over here, just want to mention to you that when I've connected these 2x4 on the subfloor using the screws. So first one was using the screw, and then the remaining two using the nail gun. All these are nails are there, right? So 1 2 3 4 and 6, total 6 nails, right? What I found is that if you see, if I walk on this one, it is not that sturdy. So I'm going to remove this one and going to use the liquid nail on the subfloor first. I'm going to put the liquid nail and then going to nail these 2x4. I found one video on the YouTube where it has mentioned that if you do this way, then it is going to be kind of a sturdy, and it is not only relying on those screws, but it has a proper bonding because of the glue plus the nails. So that is one thing which I made one mistake over here, but otherwise everything like right now looks good, and so far so good for this one. So this is how you are going to convert your tub to shower. So good thing is that I need not to worry about a lot of things over here. I have to just cut the pipe, do some kind of a fittings, and that's it. I will show you that also, but this is how it looks now. So before we start the pre-slope activity, some people call it as pre-slab, pre-slope or pre-slab activity. I'm going to fix the new, I'm going to work on the plumbing and make sure that the new drain is in place and connected to the drain pipe. Before that, I need some access to the pipe, and also once everything is in place, I have to cover this subfloor again with the new subfloor piece, so that this area is all covered. To make it easy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the rectangle so that it can be used as a template for the new subfloor. So I'll cut the template using the jigsaw, cut the pipe, do the dry run of the pipe by connecting drain, P-trap and everything to the existing pipe. Once I'm okay, then I will fix it permanently, and then we'll be and then cover the this entire rectangle with the new subfloor. Once that is done, then we are actually ready for the subfloor, for the pre-slope. Now, few things which I have to point out is, and I was struggling, is that if you see, the pre-slope is going to come on this subfloor. So that means there will be some mud will be over here, and I have to make sure that I compensate for that mud underneath the drain. What that means is that I will start the slope all the way from the periphery. Let's assume that it starts over there, say 1 inches, assuming, and it will come all the way to the drain. So I don't want to flush my drain all the way on the subfloor. If you are not doing the pre-slope, then it is okay to put this drain on the subfloor as it is, right? But I need some kind of a space between the subfloor and the drain, so that my mud goes below that and it will be covered. I will show you that in details, but I just thought that that is one of the problem which I was facing, that how much up I have to lift this entire drain above the subfloor. So what I've seen is that the pipe is going to attach to this pipe. So I'm going to rest these two knobs on the subfloor. It's kind of difficult to explain that right now. Once it is done, I will be able to show that one, and that will give me some space between the subfloor and the actual drain flange. So that is this one, and the mud will go below this one. So I'll show you that, but first thing first, I'm going to cut this piece, cut the plumbing section, do the dry run, and then I will explain you what exactly I was referring to. If I would have decided to keep the 1.5 inch pipe and not to make any changes and keep even the same P-trap, I could have take the shortcut, just basically cutting the this particular pipe at this point over here, if you could see, like here, and then get the elbow, 90-degree elbow, and extend this pipe all the way over here, use the reducer over here, and then attach the drain to it. And it doesn't matter that means usually the P-trap should be just beneath the drain, but it also says that as long as it is within like 15 inches, 1.5 feet, around 1.5 feet, it is okay. So but I'm not going to go in that road, but I just thought that I will let you know I'm not going to do that one. And as mentioned earlier, I'm going to cut this 1.5 inch pipe, use the increaser over there as far as I can go back, and extend, bring the 2 inch pipe all the way over here, and then connect it to the drain. So it's pretty visible now over here. I took a cut over this spot because it was kind of difficult to cut the pipe over here. So I'm going to cut now over there, but I removed this entire original plumbing from here, and I just want to show you how the P-trap works. As you see over here in the P-trap, there is a lot of water is there. Basically that water prevents the gases coming from the drain pipe inside the house, and that's why P-trap is very important. It cannot be ignored. So let me cut the other piece also, and then we'll get ready for the plumbing. And as you see, I am ready to attach this pipe fitting, and this is a dry fit to see that whether everything is in place. I'm going to now connect this entire fitting permanently using the this PVC cement, as you see over here, and then attach the drain over here. So if I show you, it is now connected to the original pipe, not connected, just dry fit, and I'm going to connect it permanently, one at a time. So this is the actual fitting. I have not yet connected, so I'm going to start from that end, and then gradually I will start connecting each one of them. First we have to put the purple primer on the pipe, so over here, as well as the pipe over there, right, the pipe where we are going to connect it, and then let's repeat the same process. I'll record it so that you could see what exactly is happening. Now before I attach all the other pipes to the drain, basically, as you know that once everything has been connected permanently, we have to cover this entire area with the same size of subfloor. And for that I'm going to create the template for that piece of wood. For that I'm going to use this cardboard, and to this cardboard I'm just using this nail and keeping this nail like this, and I'm going to pass this inside the hole and hold like this, so basically like this, and just going to all around that where the border is. You can take help of someone if they are available, so that it won't move here and there, but the idea is that mark this thing all around. And I know that my drainage hole is going to come over here. And this is how this template I'll be using for the for cutting the subfloor piece once everything is done. Now before that, let's do one more part. As we know that this is our center of this shower, so, and the drain is going to come somewhere over here, just like this, as close as possible to this edge. So I'm going to mark that part also. And now you get an idea that this piece which we are going to build, it has going to have a opening over here like this. So the pipe which is coming from the drain or connecting to the drainage system, that will be passing through this one. So we will have the clean subfloor once everything is installed. So in my dry run, I have to make sure that the drainage pipe should come out from this hole, and that is the key basically. So now before fitting all the pipes, I have to make sure that all the pipes are are arranged in such a way that the drain pipe comes out from there. So I've done some kind of marking just based on my settings. As you see over here, when I'll join, I'll make sure that these two line matches. This has already been attached permanently, and over here also I'll make sure that this line matches. So this way this hole will come exactly the place where I'm looking for. So this, once it is done, then we will attach the drain over here like this at required distance, with some gap between the subfloor and the drain flange, and this will be the piece which we are going to cut from the sheetrock, or not sheetrock, the plywood that will be placed over here.